Upon seeing Beyoncé's son Sir Carter in New York City, many were surprised by his height. But the talk quickly shifted to the question we've all been asking: why don't we see him more often? This mystery is finally being unraveled by insiders, and it looks like we could have the answer. Sir Carter's rare public appearances have been the subject of much discussion, and one common argument has been that he may be afflicted with a medical condition. For pictures and videos that appear to demonstrate Sir Carter's condition, rely on internet investigators. When she criticized Beyoncé saying, "Stop keeping your son hidden from the world, sis," Azealia Banks also made reference to this. When people eventually learn that you're ashamed of your own child, you'll appear to be a whole disaster. After considering his behavior, they made the decision to form their own opinions. The characteristics were thought to be present in Sir and Rumi, and it appears that Beyoncé's Renaissance, the movie in which she starred, displayed the symptoms. Rumi's disability is less obvious, so people frequently see her, while Sir's is severe and obvious, so many don't see him. Some fans even went so far as to compile a list of traits that are thought to have been exhibited by Sir in the past, such as looking at lights, leg dragging, hand flapping, and repetitive gestures. However, I'm sure Beyoncé needed in. Pregnancy and childbirth were some of the most difficult periods in Beyoncé's life, she claims. According to her, she weighed little more than 218 pounds on the day she gave birth to her twins and had high blood pressure during her pregnancy. She also reported that one of the kids' heartbeats repeatedly stopped throughout delivery, necessitating a C-section, and that she developed hypertension during labor, endangering the health of her unborn twins. But Beyoncé didn't specify which twin she was referring to. Both of the twins had heart problems. Although it has long been a myth that the twin in issue was Sir, I am unable to determine whether he is truly flawed. Some speculate that the problem may have affected his development and well-being, but they still wonder why we don't see him much. For example, Rumi modeled with her sister Blue for her mother's design company, Ivy Park. Some could contend that this was a girl's thing, but we might also question why Jay-Z will never take Sir out to engage in boy things. Indeed, even when he is not with Blue or Rumi, he is frequently seen with them. For instance, during Beyoncé's recent Christmas halftime show, which also included Blue, Rumi was seen on camera backstage with her father. Blue Ivy and Rumi were also seen posing for pictures on the field during the 2024 Super Bowl, which Jay-Z took them to. More times than we can remember, we have seen Blue, the second sibling, at events and on social media, most recently when her mother was interviewed. On stage, Michelle Williams and Jay-Z's grandma Tina were dressed all in white, just like Bey and Blue.
And I feel like everybody that's a part of this is so helpful and supportive. The director, Barry, is a really sweet person. He tells me ways that I can improve in my lives, and he's very supportive of me and tells me in the nicest way possible, and I feel like so does everybody else. And I feel like this is just a great experience for me, and I'm really happy for girls that look like me all around the world are able to watch this movie and hear and see this.
Notable acts have also been taken by Blue. The youngest person to have a song debut on a Billboard chart in 2020 was Blue, who was featured on her father's song Glory at the age of 2 days. Maybe I should begin with that. She also featured in her mother's song Brown Skin Girl, for which Blue won a Grammy for Best Music Video, a BET Award, and an NAACP Image Award. Blue's musical achievements are complemented by her role in helping to induct her father into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. During her visits, Beyoncé narrated a book, and we saw her on stage several times. For example, at Beyoncé's January 2023 performance in Dubai, Blue sang a duet with Brown Skin Girl during a special appearance during the one-hour set. Blue Ivy performed with Beyoncé multiple times after making a debut on the opening night of her mother's Renaissance World Tour in May 2023, which began in Stockholm, Sweden. Although we had seen a lot of Blue, we hadn't seen Sir because Blue was also in Mufasa and was always with her parents and grandparents. When Beyoncé and Blue appeared together on her Good Morning America visit in December to promote Mufasa, The Lion King, the issue did indeed resurface. At the end of the interview, when Blue was speaking to her mother, Rumi made a cute appearance, leaving fans to wonder where Sir was. In an effort to provide fans an explanation for why we don't see the twins regularly, their grandmother Tina also talked extensively about them. According to Tina, Blue is unquestionably a tiny Queen Bee with a sizable fan base and yet to be discovered powers.
Other hidden talents that she has that the world. Give us a couple more.
She paints, she draws, she does poetry. She's just
Rumi is definitely an artist, just like her parents and older sister, Tina went on.
She just made history. She's 7 years old. She just made history. I think, Billboard Hot 100? She beat her sister, Blue Ivy, because now she's on it at age 6. What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited
Well,
she is.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and
Tina talked to E! News about her grandson's behavior and the reasons behind his frequent absences from family events. Apart from Tina, she claims her grandson isn't as interested in fashion nowadays because he is silent and distracted by all the numbers. Blue Ivy is my favorite, and she reminds me of Beyoncé. I just want to be left alone, sir. I think Solange is like Rumi. The grandparents have already indicated their desire for their children to have as normal a life as possible. And Beyoncé and Jay-Z have added to this. Beyoncé talked in an interview with GQ about how much she has done to protect her family and maintain boundaries. In reference to Blue, she said that she is an artist who has been creating personas since she was 3 years old and who has incredible taste in clothing and singing. Beyoncé said Blue is also an amazing editor, painter, and actress. Even though I didn't want her on stage, Blue took it seriously, deserved it, and most importantly, had fun, she said. Her children go everywhere with their mother, she said, including to the studio after school and to dance rehearsals. The fact that Beyoncé claims she only tries to travel when her kids are not in school emphasizes how money cannot purchase her mental well-being. She said that she had always dreamed of a time when she could take her family on international trips and teach them about architecture, languages, and cultures. In an episode of Kevin Hart's Heart to Heart series, Jay-Z reiterated these sentiments on Peacock, candidly expressing how hard it is for him to prioritize his 3 kids over music. He stressed the importance of time, saying, "Every second wasted is a second taken away from the growth of the children we brought into this world, whom we love above all else." Beyoncé tries her best to maintain their normal life, a source told Hollywood Life. In selecting the schools Blue would attend, she played a crucial role in making sure the most prestigious institution was selected, allowing Blue to simply be a typical preschooler like all other children her age. Sir stays away from public gatherings because, as family members have stated, he is relaxed and doesn't seem to enjoy large crowds. Or, as I mentioned earlier, he may indeed have a condition, as some have theorized. Beyoncé's song My Rose contains some answers, according to our sources. How many times have you let yourself drag you down? You must never let yourself pull you down, my dear. Love, you can't pick a rose without thorns. Therefore, welcome your imperfections. That's the only way I hope you love yourself. My darling, my heart, and my sweetheart are you. It's a little tragic when seen this way. However, what do you think? Do Jay-Z and Beyoncé simply want to stay out of the spotlight since Sir Carter doesn't care about it, or is there more to this story? Feel free to share your thoughts in the box below. We have also been informed that some people simply want to visit Sir Carter more often to make sure that something is wrong with him so that they can feel worse.